Guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever had to sleep on the floor? Do you know somebody that had to sleep on the floor? I had to sleep on the floor, you hear me? If you know somebody that had to sleep on the floor, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, because you the audience, you the jury, you the vote. And on this channel here, on this Joseph Denton channel, y'all the ones who vote, y'all the jury, y'all the judge. So if you can relate and you ever had to sleep on the floor, or you know someone, give it a thumbs up. If you don't know nobody that ever had to sleep on the floor, then give it a thumbs down. And write whatever you feel about this topic in the description. You know, me personally, we're gonna talk about it from my journey. Man, listen, I had to sleep on the floor for months. Okay, I slept on the floor for like every day for like 7 months. I think it was like 7 months. I slept on the floor so long, right, that it made my back strong. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It made my back strong. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping on the floor made my back real tough, you know? And to be honest with you, being down is what brought me up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just from my own personal journey, my own personal experience, you know? Not having nothing, coming from nothing, but destined to get to the top and destined to be something, you know? So, if you can relate, you know, make sure you put your insight in the comment section, you know? Now, we finna get off into this video real quick. I'm gonna tell you something about sleeping on the floor. Sleeping on the floor, it brought discipline to me. You know, it made me stop looking around for outside help. And it taught me to help myself. So if you ever been sleeping on the floor before, you one of the strong people, okay? We're not knocking people that always had it luxurious, you know? But if you ever had to sleep on the floor, you're going to be a strong person. You know, that's what builds us. You feel me? That's what builds us. And I'm not ashamed of it, you know? It's humiliating. Those was my humiliating times. I've been there, I've done that. You know, sleeping on the floor made me do a lot of thinking. It did a lot of exercise into my brain. It made me think of how I wasn't going to sleep on the floor no more, you know? And then it also, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to share this with y'all. You know, I know people, ain't nobody coming at y'all the way I come at y'all. Denton Tribe, as y'all know, on this channel, we keep it real. You feel me? Yes, I had to be down to come up. Being down is what brought me up. Being down, sleeping on the floor is what lifted my vibration to make me work so hard. Why y'all think my work ethic is just so incredible? It don't come from nothing. Well, it comes from nothing because I had nothing, so I can't say that. But it don't come from nothing. It came from that pain. It came from my struggle, okay? Like, I never forget those days. And, like, the most luxurious bed that I had one time, to me, was when I got to sleep on the floor that had carpet. What y'all know about that being a luxury? Y'all ever went through that? Or sleeping on the floor that had carpet on it was your luxury? Yeah. Man, I remember I had nowhere to stay one time. I done had to sleep on the floor plenty of times, right? I mean, one time I ain't had nowhere to stay, right? I had to stay at my friend's crib. And I thank God for her, because she's a beautiful person, man. She's a great friend, you know. And that's one of my friend's wife, right? So I stayed with my friend and his wife, right? They both beautiful people, man. They uplifted me. They was there for me, you know. And they had so many people staying there besides me that they was helping, that I ain't had no choice but to sleep on the floor, because there wasn't no beds. So we had to work with what we had to work with. Her and her husband, she was white. Still is white, I should say. She's white and her husband's black, right? And that's my family, like my real family, not blood, but their family through morals and from them uplifting me and being there and supporting me. I actually just seen her the day before yesterday. You know, I ain't see her husband because he was at work, but I had seen her because I stopped by to go see him, but he wasn't there. And you know, when I stop by, I don't call people, I just pop up. That's just me. I'm a weirdo. Okay, well, look though, let me tell y'all, I never forget it. And like her and her husband, they would cook a big pot, like a big pot of food, of whatever it was they was making, right? And they would make enough for at least about 20 people to eat. For all of us to eat, everybody that needed some help, everybody that needed somewhere to stay. Like, they really was there for me, you know? And from my experience, you know, from sleeping on the floor, I I looked at it as my strength. It lifted me up because every day when I woke up off that floor, I used to always think like, how am I gonna change my situation? You know, how am I gonna be able to get myself to a bed? You know, so I got the moving and grooving, I got the working, and my brain got the thinking. You know, I realized that I am somebody, and then get my own crib. Went from a twin size. No, actually, I went from, you know what? Actually, what I had like the pallets. I don't know if y'all ever made a pallet with the blankets and the pillow, man, and your back still hurt, but you try to fold the cover up with the little pillow and use your coats to make a pillow and your clothes to make a pillow, and it get a little comfortable. But when you wake up, the whole right side of your body still numb, or if you've been sleeping on your left side, the whole left side of your body numb, you know. So I went from that, and I was just like, man, I got to get out this situation. It's a beautiful situation, but I had to get out of it. And the reason why I feel, from my perspective, that was a beautiful situation is because it was a part of my journey. And I was just embracing the fact that there was something that the universe wanted me to learn so that I can grow and get to the next level, right? So, check it out, you guys, right? I ended up getting I was working for a temp service job. I ended up getting this little job. Then I graduated from the flow pallet to an air bed. You ever had to sleep in an air bed? Man, my air bed was my best friend. Y'all don't know about them air beds. Now look, coming from the flow to the air bed, it came up. Okay? Where I'm from, okay? If you done went from the flow to the air bed, you the man. You feel me? Yeah. Y'all know about that air bed. And then the air bed, you know what I ain't like about the air bed, right? It seemed like no matter how much money I spent on the air bed, I started getting holes in them. Then I ended up buying a better air bed that had the little velvet over it, right? And it seemed like no matter how much I put air in there, right, and made sure there wasn't no smoking or nothing, it was always still seeping air. And I always had to put the motor on it and fill it back up, right? See, I had that one air bed at first where you gotta buy the air pump separate. The little twin size air bed. I had that one first, right? Yeah, that one was decent. That was decent, right? But it wasn't good enough. You feel me? So look, y'all. Then, I ain't getting my money up. I told you I had to come. I had being down is what brought me up. I had to come up. I was all the way down, right? From the floor to the air bed, right? So I went from the twin size air bed, right, you guys? And I had got that queen size air bed with the velvet on top of there. And it got like the built-in pillow on it. What y'all know about that? If y'all know about that, comment that in the comment section. Because y'all probably don't know about that. You see what I'm saying? But if y'all know about it, make sure y'all give it a thumbs up on this video if you can relate. This stuff real. I ain't coming like nobody else come. I'm giving y'all the real deal, the real Joseph Denton. You feel me? Y'all my audience. You feel me? I love y'all because y'all always be sharing my videos. Y'all be supporting me. And I know we're going to get there together because we've been building this community together. And I love y'all. And I just want to say congratulations to everybody who's been writing articles about my videos because I do see you. And I am proud. I love you guys so much. And shouts out to everybody that just can relate. And shouts out to people who can't relate but still support me. I love y'all, right? Because being down is what brought me up. So look, let me tell you. So I get the queen size bed, you know what I'm saying, with the little pillow on it. But it still kept running out of air. And then, don't get no hole in the air bed. Oh my God. Did you ever try patching the air bed up? You just wasting your money sometimes. Don't you feel like that? Because you sleep good for like 2 hours. You wake up and you back on the floor. Y'all know about that. I don't know nothing about that, man. This is my pain. This is my struggle. Okay? It's my pain. It's my struggle, And it was humiliating. It was embarrassing, But hey, I got through it. You feel me? So look, check it out, right, y'all. Then I went from queen size air bed, right? Or it could have been the king size, but I think it was queen size, right? I told you with the pillow built in it, right? And I finally had, got my money up, right? A little bit. And I ain't know too much about beds because I had always been sleeping on the floor most of my life, right? So I ended up getting a twin size real bed, right? And I liked it that. Joseph, why you like the twin size? I liked it and loved it because it was comfortable in the mug, you feel me? Even though you roll over 2 times, you're going to be on the floor. Y'all know that? Y'all that woke up on the floor, out there sleep like, boom, because you hit the floor. Yeah. I'm telling you, being down is what brought me up, right? So then, from the twin size bed, I had that for maybe 8 months or something. And it started feeling like I was sleeping in a baby crib or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this bed too small. So then I ain't really know too much about beds, you know what I'm saying? I was still learning life, trying to figure out life and everything, you know. Coming from poverty, you know, coming from poverty, real poverty, not none of that fake stuff. People be acting like they was, and they really had a golden spoon and all that though. No, this was real poverty, you know, that I came from. Some people be acting like they came from poverty when really they had everything made for them their whole life. I ain't never had that opportunity, you know. God bless to everybody, you know, and shouts to everybody that did have it good like that. That is great. That's awesome, you know. My life didn't turn out that way. My journey was different. My experience was different, you know. So, let me tell y'all, right? So I kept falling on the floor all the time. Every time I roll over 2 times with the twin size bed. So then, like, some months, you know, sleeping on a twin size bed, had got a little money. Just a little money. Not a lot, just a little money. So I ended up buying me a full size bed. And it was so crazy, right? Because the full size bed was comfy as a mud, but it was real, it was heavy, but it was comfy, right? But this one I knew that my struggle and my pain was real. I went to go buy a queen size bed, and I didn't know the difference between the queen size and a queen size and the king size, right? I thought the king size was bigger than the queen size because it says king, and you know, that's what I thought. You know, I come from poverty. I didn't have not a clue of why this guy sold me a bed that's supposed to be a king size bed, and it was smaller than a queen size bed, right? You know. So eventually somebody told me, because I was like, man, I got ripped off by that furniture store, man. They sold me the little bitty bed when I wanted the big bed, and that's when they told me, you know, what it was, you know. And then eventually I ended up getting myself together and figuring life out. Then I went and bought 2 queen size beds and put them together, and that was my one bed. You see what I'm saying? Plenty of room, you know. And you're gonna be able to do the same. So like, if you ever had to sleep on the floor, I'm just telling you right now, you're gonna come up out of that. That's temporary. You're gonna come up out of that. You're gonna grow. You're gonna grow from that. You know. So take that energy that you went through or that you're going through, and just know you're gonna prosper and you're gonna bloom better than people that always had it good. You're gonna do that. You know, the universe gonna give it to you. But don't rush it. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Develop yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Enjoy your friends, you know. Don't discourage yourself, okay? Don't feel less than a person, or feel less than a woman, or feel less than a man just because you don't have what other people have. Okay? There's a reason you don't have what other people have. You may need adjustments in your life. It may not mean to you what they have, may not mean to you. Because me having a nice big 2 queen size bed, I didn't want that or care about none of that. I mean, I wanted, but I didn't care about none of that. For me sleeping on the floor, I didn't care about. The only thing I cared about was my friends and my happiness and my education. So sleeping on the floor, it teaches you to value things. And when you start to work, it'll make you work real, real hard too. And you won't be able to get that work ethic out of you because you know how I feel to be at the bottom, you know? So my point in this whole video is to let you all know that sleeping on the floor, being down, is what's going to bring you up. Say it again, Joseph Denton. Being down is what's going to bring you up, okay? Seriously, you know? So embrace everything that you went through and look at it as you had to be down in order so that you can rise up. You are powerful. You don't even know how powerful you are, okay? It don't matter if you sleep on the floor. That's not what makes you. That's not what defines you. What defines you and what makes you is your intentions and your heart and your focus. So don't worry about your current situation if that's what the situation is. Trust me, I'm telling you, you're going to pull through this. You're going to come out of this. You're going to be straight. Whatever it is that you're destined to do, just stay focused on it and overlook anyone who puts a title on you, you know, thinking that you're less than them. Overlook them type of people, okay? They're not experienced and seasoned with life. They haven't went through the things that you went through. So the things that they're valuing really isn't even worth valuing. Friendship is worth valuing. Your time is worth valuing, people, okay? And you know that from sleeping on the floor, you know? Because you've been there, you've done that, you know? I love you all. I just want you all to stay focused, and I want you to know that you're not alone, okay? So if you're going through that, and you're struggling right now, and you're going through plenty of pain, take your struggles and take your pain. That's what I do. I take my pain, I take my struggles every day, okay? Stay creative. Stay focused. Don't forget that you're going to succeed in life. You see me? I'm working my butt off every day, right? Nothing changes. They got to keep going. The show must continue. My show gonna continue, okay? Ain't nothing gonna stop my show. This Joseph Denton show, it's gonna continue. I'm not letting nobody stop my show, okay? And you don't either. I love you guys. Don't forget. Do not ever forget. Being down is what's gonna bring you up. I love you guys. Make sure you vote on the video.